Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. It's Monday night, and this is our weekly Q&A time. So this is your chance to ask any questions that you have, saving money, couponing, the sky's the limit, whatever you have questions on. And I always try to come with a topic. So tonight's topic is saving on CVS and how to CVS. A lot of times when we talk drugstores, I try to talk CVS and Walgreens together, and that's not my goal tonight. We're just going to talk CVS. Mind you, if you have questions Walgreens related, we'll go there. But I really want folks to see how awesome the drugstores can be. And I try the weeks that I go to even do a video on what we grabbed this week to try to get folks to realize how amazing they are. In the last 2 weeks, we've spent $1.50 total, 70 cents, and then last week was 80 cents total, $1.50 for over $150 worth of stuff in CVS. Yeah, you should be here. You should do this. So that's why I want to talk CVS, is to try to, I guess, let's all get excited. Let's CVS. It should be a verb, and we should all be doing it. So I'm going to tell you up front, for those of you who are normally on Q&As, my husband is actually still out tonight. We were one of our daughters had a presentation, and so we've all been there and we're rushing home, but he's not home yet. So you guys have to bear with just me, and I will try hard to not miss questions in the comments. But there is the possibility that I may completely miss it because it's hard to be on Facebook comments and YouTube comments, and he's just awesome and is able to help me with that so much on a normal week. So bear with me if you have a question and I don't see it right away. You realize how much it's handy to have those extra hands and to have your husband around. So tonight he gets to feel missed, and he might be able to join us, I'm hoping, by the time we're done. But as we jump in, Paige is saying, speaking of Walgreens, she did just find out a specific date, May 5th, that they're going to revert back. I did see that as well. I didn't see the date, so thanks for sharing the date, Paige. I did see that all the rumors and all the news and got kind of a heads up from Walgreens corporate that they are going to go back to their former point redemption, which is great to hear, because only being able to redeem $5 worth of points really kind of, we're good. Let's go to CVS. But it'll be good to have it back. So let's dive in terms of how to CVS, and talk about some basics and then talk about kind of more advanced. If you are not shopping a drugstore, I want you to realize how huge this is for your budget. So for us, it's kind of an easy way to put it. If you don't eat it, it should come from CVS. So your household, your personal care, your beauty, your baby items, these are all drugstore purchases. They should come from CVS or Walgreens. I'm okay if you choose the other one, but you should be shopping a drugstore because of the rewards that they run on these offers. So Target also runs gift card deals that do make for good deals. This week there's a lot in personal care, but even across the board, Target gift card deals still don't quite touch the awesomeness of the rewards program. So that's really what I want to encourage folks to do. Tonight, we were at a presentation for our middle daughter and had a little potluck dinner afterwards, and I'm sitting around the table. I'm not worried. Eating dinner with a couple that didn't know who we were or what it was that I did, and I said, well, I run a website that's about coupons, and immediately I heard every excuse that I always hear. Oh, I don't want to shop at all the stores around town. And oh, I hear that takes like a full-time job to do. And it really doesn't, guys. I mean, really, you don't have to put that much effort into it. In terms of shopping in CVS, we're talking about maybe 30 minutes to gather whatever coupons it is that you want to take in this week, and then maybe 25, 30 minutes to shop if you're really slow. And I'll confess, I tend to be slow because I'm the person in the store that's like punching into the calculator because I want to figure out, and I'll share. I pulled a few things from the bathroom today, but I'm the one that'll sit there and be like, okay, if I get the concealer and I get the other cheapest possible item from Almay, which a lot of times is this guy, and it comes out to right at the deal. I'm sitting there with the calculator trying, you don't have to go that route. It doesn't have to take you 20 minutes even. You could do this quicker. So let's go through the basics and then let's talk some advanced. And then I'm going to try to hit questions too. I promise, though bear with me on that one, please. But in terms of getting started in the drugstores, the first thing that I want you to get is that we have two different kinds of deals. And I have named these, so this is really my name for them and not the store's name for them, but I call the one particular type of deal an umbrella deal. It includes a lot of items. I'm pulling up the CVS ad for this week so that we can look at it. But when you're sitting there and you're pondering what you want to grab, with an umbrella deal, you grab $20 worth of participating items. And here we go. Let's look at this one. So this is this week's CVS ad. And if we were to go in and we wanted to grab this deal right here is buy $20 worth of all of these items. There's more items on page 6 and more items on page 10. You're going to get a $5 reward. So this to me, I call it an umbrella deal because it encompasses a lot. It's usually not all the same brand. So it's not like buy $20 worth of Dove hair care. It's $20 worth of all sorts of things all over the store. These types of rewards in both CVS and Walgreens, for that matter, are all before coupons. So you buy $20 worth and then you bring on the coupons. This is going to turn out to be potentially a really good deal. Now, some folks who are just getting started would look at this and be like, I'm going to pay 15 bucks. This isn't going to be free. I want to focus on what's free. And that's fine, but you're going to miss out on some deals too. So for example, this deal, if you really wanted to try to work it and get some super cheap things, you could go with Pantene, which currently has a $5 off 3, and they even tell you that. We've got a coupon for $5 off 3 in the CVS app for Pantene. That's $5 off right there. So we could grab 3 Pantenes, we could grab 1 Tide, we've got $2 off coupons for Tide, and what is that, $17.94. And then we could grab 2 Dawn dish soaps. That's $18.93 and then $19.92 for fast math on that. So there we are, 3 Pantenes, 1 Tide, and 2 Dawns. I'm just making this up as we go along, guys. $19.92. We haven't hit the 20. So here's your first more advanced but good thing to know about CVS. I do not have to buy $20 worth. I need to be close. I would call it really the 98% rule. Other people would say 97. I think you're pushing it the further you go. But even if you got this to like $19.85, the reward is still going to print. So we're at $19.92 with 3 Pantenes, 1 Tide, and 2 Dawns. And I'm just really using that side of the ad, and it makes it easy. $19.92. We've got enough for the reward, but then we have coupons. We've got a $5 off Pantene coupon. We've got a $2 off Tide. You may even have a store coupon that could pair in here, but that right there is already $7 in coupons. So now you're going to pay $12.92. You're still going to get back the $5 reward. So in the end, it's like you're paying $7.92 for everything. Now, for folks who are just getting started, and I hear this a lot, for folks who are just getting started, you're like, no. You can't count the rewards into the amount that you're paying. For those of us who've been at this a while, yes, you can. Because in my book, I'm coming in the door with rewards that I already had. So I'm not going to pay $12.92 in the first place. I have a ton of extra care bucks. I'm going to end up putting down $12 worth of extra care bucks and paying 92 cents and getting back a $5 reward. So for me, that 3 Pantenes, 1 Tide, and 2 Dawns is going to cost 92 cents. So you see, so those of us who've been at this a while, adding in that reward to kind of get the final price, that's why we do it, because I'm not paying even the $12.92 price. I want to know after rewards, really how much rewards am I having to spend? For me, it's like spending $7.92 in rewards because I'm not spending real money. Now, if you're just getting started, this is actually not the deal that I would recommend. If you're just getting started, you want to focus on deals that are much smaller and that I can use some rewards that maybe I get one thing and I get a reward, but basically to where I just go in and I just pay with coupons. I'm going to have to pay out of pocket because you've never done this before. And then I'm going to hopefully get some rewards back. So there are a few deals this week that you could do that on. And some, you would want some good coupons from the Sunday paper, but in general, we've got some decent deals that you could definitely try. So one that we see a lot, and I went ahead and pulled it, it is in this week's ad as well, but we see Venus razors, and I always try to tell you guys, you want these. And see how they're like on a little paper backing? These are the cheapest razors that they sell. In the Venus brand anyway. So a lot of times we see a deal that is similar to this one. Buy 2 Venus razors and get a $6, that's this week, or get an $8, we see that one at least once a month, reward back. Well, these guys cost $8.99 in my store. They used to be $8.19, but you know, prices change. So $8.99 in my store. Buy 2 and get an $8 reward, which is not this week. This week is $6, but let's just pretend it's the better option. So $8 reward. And then we get $3 coupons, usually once a month, from Procter & Gamble. So you're going to buy 2 at $9 a piece. It's $18 worth of Venus razors. You're going to get back an $8 reward and use $6 in coupons. That's $14 in rewards. And you could have a CVS store coupon as well. So in terms of all of the items that we're grabbing, I'm just trying to give you some ideas of what this looks like, but you start to see how it adds up. So we have that big umbrella kind of deal, includes a lot of items. And then we have very specific item deals, meaning go in and buy Colgate toothpaste. They'll always tell you like an exact ounce size that you need to grab and get a reward back for buying it. Last week it was free Crest. So you went in, you bought Crest toothpaste, you used a $2 coupon, and you got back a $1 reward. It made Crest toothpaste free. We see that all the time, but that is a very specific item. You must purchase exactly what it tells you to buy. So if you're new, I want you to start with one item, and you can look at the CVS list that's on Southern Savers and kind of pick what you want that to be. So we want to pick one thing to grab, and let me make this really big too, just so that you can see easier. So if you are brand new, the easiest thing I would do is this tab, guys. And you may not have even realized that it's there, but the first tab is the full list. The second tab is just the items that are super, super cheap. So let's just click on dollar or less, and let's see, is there anything that someone who's brand new should start with? And this week there is. This week it's free gum. And I was pulling everything. I haven't been to CVS yet. My goal is to get there tomorrow. I don't have gum in my pantry, so I don't have one to hold up. But this week, if you go in and you buy Extra or Eclipse gum, just a 1-pack of gum, they're on sale for 99 cents, and you're going to get the full amount back in a reward. So it's completely free to you. So if you are brand new, you could go in, I could buy, actually I would do 2 things here. I would do both of these deals if I was brand new, just to experience it, just to kind of have the moment where you got a freebie. Let's start off with this one. Let's go in and buy Cadbury or Hershey's eggs. I mean, yeah, you should. You're going to pay 99 cents. You're brand new. You have no extra care box. Pay 99 cents for the Cadbury or Hershey's egg. You're going to get back a 75-cent extra care buck right then. Then put your Extra or your Eclipse gum on the counter. Your total due is 99 cents, but you're going to pay with most of it with that 75-cent extra care buck. So now your total due is 24 cents on the gum, and you're going to get back a 99-cent extra care buck. So really in the gum way, you paid 24 cents, but you just got back a full $1. Kind of you see where this is going. So you just grab 2 things. Your total out of pocket for both of those things is now $1.23, and you have $1, or basically 99-cent extra care buck to use on your next visit. So if that's all you did, it's just your first trip in, you just want to get your feet wet, you just bought 2 things of candy and you left, it works. And you've got 99 cents in extra care bucks to grab another deal next week if you want, or another deal later on this week. But if you're brand new, you don't want to dive in trying to grab a ton on your first trip. You're going to get overwhelmed. Just always start really, really small. So again, what I did was I just came to the Southern Savers CVS page, which is southernsavers.com/CVS, and I just clicked on dollar or less so that I could easily see that. And by the way, guys, if you are in the Southern Savers app, the dollar or less tab is still there. I've had folks tell me they couldn't find it. But just to show you where that is in the app, I'm going to pull up my phone really quick and then just show you what it looks like. So to jump over here, with the CVS list in the app, when it pulls up, and all I did was go to stores already and click on CVS, but when it loads, and it's kind of slow because it's running through my computer and then around and back again. But right here, this green bar, and it has a down arrow on the right-hand side that says more deals. So if you click on the down arrow, there's dollar or less. The same thing, and some of you, I hope, have long learned this, like with stores like Publix that have 4 or 5 lists up each week. That's how you're going to get to your other lists. We've got 2 Publix ads up right now, an unadvertised deal, personal care. So if you're on the app or you're on the site, they're still there. You can still just look at your dollar or less list if that's what you want to do and just look at the best items. It's going to save you a lot of time because when it comes to CVS land, that's all I care about. Just show me the stuff that's free. So, just so you kind of get an idea. It's an easy way to get there. Okay, so that's the basics on the deals. Let's talk a little bit more on coupons and coupon policies. But before we do, because if I get too far ahead, I'll never catch up with questions. So I'm going to jump back in and try to make sure that I catch anybody's questions. Let's see, Pearl says, are there any allergy med sales coming up? So Pearl, we've got a really good deal on allergy meds at Publix. I don't know if you have Publix nearby, but in the new Publix ad that's going to start on Wednesday, the Allegra Nasacort, all of that deal is back on where they're on sale. We have a store coupon, and then we have really high manufacturer's coupons. I know it makes Nasacort spray like $3 for a 120 spray bottle, but it's a pretty good price for Allegra and other things too. And Pearl, this is also one where I would point you to the item search on Southern Savers. So this is the big search that's on the right-hand sidebar, or if you're on the mobile app, it's down. It's the magnifying glass in the mobile app. But you can type in your brand, Allegra, Claritin, whatever you're looking for, and it's going to tell you all the sales that are out there right now. Okay, and Rachel says she's been having problems with CVS recently. So Rachel, you'll have to fill me in on what those are, but hopefully we can try to hit them. I know a lot of folks have issues with just the coupons not working right. And my number one answer right now is that digital and going paperless is definitely working for folks. So we're going to go there in just a second with store coupons. Okay, so Marianne says, my question, if we get a rain check from CVS, is it true that they do not honor expired coupons? That is true, Marianne. So if I get a rain check from CVS, and actually I should have grabbed my coupon bag because I did get a rain check from CVS last week on the free Sure and Brute deodorant. So that deal is free because you have a $1.50 coupon, not because of the extra care box. So when my $1.50 coupon expires at the end of March, if I have not used the rain check at CVS, it's not going to be free without that coupon. I have a couple of options. One, I could buy it and pay money for it. I don't like that option. Option 2 is that you can hold on to your rain check and you'll hopefully get a coupon again. Your rain check in CVS never expires. So just tuck it away. And at that point, what I tend to do, so there's 2 options as to where you want to store them. When I first get a CVS rain check, I put the coupon that I plan to use with it. I staple it to the rain check actually because it just helps me remember to use them. And it goes in my CVS pocket in my little coupon bag that I carry around with me. But once that coupon expires and I don't really want to use it, I don't want to grab the deal if I don't have a coupon for it, I actually will move the rain check for CVS into the deodorant section. Because now if I end up with a Sure or a Brute deodorant coupon, the rain check's there. It's kind of waiting for me in the deodorant section of my little coupon folder. But it's not going to sit in CVS week after week after week when I don't have a coupon to use with it. So maybe that would help you kind of keep them separated too. I've got it in the CVS little pocket until the coupon expires. But then if I didn't buy it, moving it out and putting it somewhere else to kind of keep them straight. Let's see. Rita says she hasn't gotten a dollar off a money off a certain purchase coupon in ages. So Rita, I haven't gotten one in my email in a long time, but I have gotten CVS home mailers. And recently got just a $2 extra care box home mailer. The home mailer before that was I think a $6 off $30 purchase. So if you do not get CVS home mailers, I would log into CVS's website. First, log into your own account. If you haven't ever done that, create an online account with them. But then make sure that they have your home address because they've been doing a lot of home mailers recently. And that is definitely where they seem to be, not necessarily an email. I would love to hear if you guys are still getting some emails from CVS. And I really can't complain. I have a ton of CVS store coupons right now, and I'll show you my account in just a second. But I'm not getting weekly emails from them like I used to. And they kind of go through spells where they take a little bit of time off and they don't do it, and then they do. So let's see. As we dive in, is there an easier way? Paige asks. This is getting tricky for me to keep up with everyone's questions. So Paige asked a question on rain checks. Is there an easier way to get them? I think was your question. And then they took it away. So what I would say, Paige, is it's always going to have to be the cashier that writes it out for you. It is not necessarily easy, and it depends on the store as to how they do it. The store that I was in last week, the cashier, I'm showing her where it is in the weekly ad. That wasn't enough for her. She had to go see it on the shelf. And that's really kind of taking it a bit far. So I'll show you what they need to see. Let's pull this back up and look at the weekly ad. So if you go in to CVS and you want to get a rain check, let's just say you want it on these Maybelline cosmetics. I can't imagine that you would. But basically, everything you need is in the ad for them to put on that rain check. So this should be short and sweet and pretty quick for them. It's this number right here is the event number, and it's right there in the ad. That has to be on the rain check. That is what triggers the extra care box to print. And then every other detail is there as well. So in the end, I don't know why they would be really slow about it, but even the store that I was in last week was kind of slow about it. That's really all they need. So if you can get them to see that it's right there in the ad, it's going to make it a little bit quicker for you. I don't know if that was your question, but hopefully that helps. Let's see. Oh, good. So Rose says, I'm getting emails with % off coupons on certain groups of products. So you are still getting emails. That's awesome. And you should count that as a plus because some of us aren't. So % off coupons are not my favorite with CVS. They don't end up working the way that you want them to. So while you're getting coupons, they aren't ones that are probably going to make you super excited. The problem with any % off coupon, if you do get them, is that in the end, they do not end up taking much. They end up counting all of your coupons, all of your store coupons, and all of your extra care box before applying whatever that % off was. And so when it comes down to actually getting a discount from it, you might be talking about, 20 or 30 cents. So let's talk store coupons really quick. With store coupons, this is my CVS online account. And just to kind of show you, since January 1st, we have saved $856.14. That is pretty awesome, seeing as today is March 18th, I think. So if you've not ever logged in, this is how you can look at your CVS coupons in a digital manner. It's exactly what it would also look like through the app, but it's a little bigger, so it kind of works in terms of sharing it. I am paperless, so all of my extra care box are sent online or to the app, however you want to look at them. There is one huge warning, and I left this here just to show you guys this week. When you earn extra care box, you have to come in and load them. So I earned all of these late last Thursday night when I went to CVS. They're technically set to expire this coming Thursday. So if I do not get to CVS, or that might even be Wednesday, it's 7 days from the time that you earn them, I have to load them. Now, once I do, it will actually extend, and in a way, it kind of extends to a perk. It extends 30 days from today, not 30 days from when I earned it. So in a small way, I guess it's a plus. I've got a little bit more time to use it, but I must remember to sit here and load these extra care bucks, or come Thursday, I would have lost all of them. They would be completely gone. So if you go paperless, basically the minute you finish shopping, you need to open up your CVS app and you need to load your extra care bucks, or you're going to be really, really bummed. Now, the one exception, I didn't catch which one I was loading there, is Beauty Club rewards. So if you notice this one that I just loaded, it is, congratulations, here are your Beauty Club rewards, which are my $6 rewards. I earned it from that purchase, but they do not extend the expiration date on that. It does not matter when I load that. It always will expire within the same amount of time that it was supposed to have. So it actually has a much shorter expiration date than the rewards that I earned. So do be careful with your Beauty Club rewards, because if you want to, with CVS, you can technically only shop once a month. I mean, once you get good, you just want to stay in there and keep your extra care bucks current. Your Beauty Club rewards are going to throw a kink in there, because you're going to be thinking, oh, I don't need to go back until April 17th. But now I have $6 in extra care bucks that are going to expire on April 1st. So just know that they always have a different expiration date on them. So then below that, we get to store coupons. I've got a lot when it comes to store coupons, and try to make this to where we can see more of them, but I guess it wants to just stick with these. Store coupons, I can load these as well. It will also extend the expiration date 7 days from the date that you load them. So most of mine are going to expire, technically they all expire on Saturdays, but if you get in the habit of loading them on a Saturday, it will push them to the next week. And I actually messed up this week. We all have those moments, and I forgot this Saturday to load. If you do that, then they're all going to expire. You will get new ones on Sunday, but you just lost all your coupons you could have saved. So what I would recommend, just a big tip, is that you go ahead and set a timer. Just set a permanent timer somewhere, your phone, your computer, to go off and remind you on Friday or on Saturday to quickly load your CVS account and to sit there and load all your coupons. It'll take you like 1 minute. But once you load them on Friday or Saturday, I now have all those store coupons to use next week. And that's going to come in handy because you may not want them this week, but you're definitely going to want them into the other week's deals when you really start to stretch it out. So to look at these and to look at the store coupons that I have, this guy right here, to come back, I've got a store coupon for $2 off $6 in Irish Spring body wash or bar soap. And this actually, having this coupon saved, it's from last week, and I saved it, and I'm glad I did, because it actually plays in and makes for a freebie this week. So Irish Spring body wash right here is on sale this week, 2 for $7, meaning you buy 2 bottles, you're going to pay $7 for both of them. We have $1 coupons that were in the 310 insert. So grab 2 $1 coupons. And then I have that $2 off 6 right here, store coupon. So I'm going to pay $7 for 2 bottles of body wash. I'm going to use $4 in coupons, which means in the end, my total due is $3. And then I'm going to get back a $3 extra care box. So those are going to be completely free using the store coupon and 2 manufacturer's coupons. So you're using 3 coupons altogether, but you're always allowed to use that store coupon and that manufacturer's coupon together on those deals. So you do not want to just think your store coupons don't apply. They are going to make some very fun deals, and they're different for everybody. You know, as I show you this, I bet a ton of you could chime in and say, I don't have that coupon. It's not in my account. So a lot of these are based on what you've purchased in the past, but just so you kind of see how they can line up. I do want to save them. This was one of last week's coupons. It wouldn't have been there this week had I not saved it last week. So I didn't save all of my offers, and that's kind of why I'm kicking myself, but I did save two. And humorously, it surprises me that this one's there because that one came off on my receipt last week. So I guess I must have had two of them and not even remembered it. Another one, so to show you this, sometimes we get overlap, and I wish that they were right next to each other, but these two offers, and this is what people have been telling me that they've had issues with lately. I'm going to try to go here. So as you look at this, I've got a 5 off 20 in shave, and I have an 8 off 25 in Venus razors. And so this is the number one question I've been getting is how do we make those stack? Because it's not been stacking the way that it used to. So a long time ago, if I bought, it's going to take the higher value one first. So mathematics here, I would need to buy $28 worth of razors. If I bought $28 worth of razors, then it would have taken the $8 off. I would have owed $20, and then it would take the $5 off. And actually, if you're paperless, if you're using all digital, that will still work exactly the way that you want it to. One is a coupon off of a specific product, and one is a coupon off of a category. It will take both of them. However, if you are going to the coupon center and these are printing, because this is exactly what would, if I wasn't paperless, this is what would print at the coupon center. So if I went in and I had the paper versions of these, the computer is not wanting to take both of them. I can't really tell you why it's not wanting the paper and it is allowing the digital. As long as you buy the amount needed, when it hits that coupon, the computer should let you. So in other words, buying $28 worth, it would take off this $8 coupon first. Now I owe $20, and then it would take off the $5 coupon. That is what the computer wants to see that you've purchased. Instead, if you have paper versions, it's actually making you purchase $45 worth to get the 8 off 25 and then the 5 off of 20. We don't want to buy $45 worth of Venus. So this is one big tick mark in the going paperless category for a lot of folks. Okay, to jump to some questions. Sorry, trying to get the screens to align up here. And my husband is back, so yay on being able to keep up with everyone's questions again. So if something is limit 1, or can you get more than 1? So limit 1 on any drugstore deal, so CVS, Rite Aid, if you still have a Rite Aid, that's your limit for the whole week. You do not want to buy more because you will not get any more rewards. You can buy more product, so if you wanted to keep buying Venus razors, you could, but you're not going to get the reward. And honestly, guys, when it comes to the drugstores, you do not want to go off list. This isn't I need this, let me go to CVS and get it. It is, this is what's on sale, and this is what we want to go to CVS and grab. Because all of the things that are regular price are very expensive. Their prices are horrible. But when we pair in rewards, now we're talking. So that's really all I want you to focus on and nothing else in the drugstore. And stick with your limits. Don't ever try to grab more. Are extra care bucks paper on your receipt, or do they load on your card? So Jessica, that's a both answer. It's whichever way you want to go. So for me, I am paperless and they load to my card. Basically, they load to my account. I still have to go in and click that load to card button, or you can still get them on your paper receipts. It's whatever makes you happy. I like having them paperless, but I've been that way now for probably almost 3 years. So this has become normal. You just have to remember to go in and save them. Let's see. And Kelly, yes, if I want to go in and buy something big, I totally could. So I could add all my extra care bucks together, and I'll show you, I'll scroll back up again. I have $38 in extra care bucks right now. So I could sit there and grab something that costs $38 if I wanted to get a new flat iron or some really expensive vitamins or whatever it might be. We can do that. Because I have so many, I actually tend to just purchase everything in one transaction. A long time ago, when I was on paper, I used to only hold on to about 10. And so I would buy things in multiple transactions and pay with the extra care bucks that I had, get more extra care bucks and use those on the next one. But for a while now, I have just been holding on to a number and just buy everything in one transaction. and then use those extra care bucks to buy next week's deals and kind of just keep them rolling in that sense. And that's been working for me. It takes off some of the stress and time of having to figure out transactions too, because I know I'm just going to purchase them all at the same time. But yes, you can use one or many, whatever works for you in CVS. Is there a limit on the Cadbury eggs? Yes, there is. It's a limit of 1 on both of those free candy deals. So whatever the limit is on the Southern Savers list, you want to follow that. Now, the Irish Spring, I could go crazy. It's a limit of 4, but I don't have 4 store coupons. So I'm going to have to stick with what I've got anyway and just get the 2. But you want to stick with a limit. You won't get any more rewards after that limit of 1. And most of the freebies, honestly, are all a limit of 1. So just consider it that way. If it's a free deal, it's probably a limit of 1. When I first started couponing, which was almost 13 years ago, CVS limits were all limit 5s, and it was pretty sweet. But limit 1 is actually a blessing because it means when you get to the store, there will be some Cadbury eggs there, or else people really would have taken all of them. And yes, CVS does give rain checks if they're out of stock and they do not expire. Let's see. How do you not get burned out or stressed out when you have extra care bucks to use, but not necessarily any deals that you need or want that week? I've been trying to give myself a week gap for this reason. So Brittany, I think that your question is amazing. I do not think that after a while that you need to be in CVS every week. I actually organized my toothpaste drawer just for you guys today, but I didn't get to pull it out of the drawer. So maybe my husband will go and pull it out of the drawer now that he's here. But we have an entire drawer, and I've shown it on past Q&As. It's full. Organizing it and trying to get all the toothpaste to fit earlier today, there's probably 25 tubes of toothpaste in this drawer and probably 10 toothbrushes and floss, and we don't need any more. I go to CVS sometimes just for you guys to show you what the deals are, or to keep my extra care bucks current, but not because I'm out of toothpaste. So I think it's perfectly fine to get into a routine where you go to CVS every 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Pushing it to that month moment is going to run into some issues, like I mentioned earlier with the Beauty Club rewards having different expiration dates. But it's also going to have you run into some issues where potentially, yes, you're going to look at it and like, there's nothing that I want this week. Big warning. And this is across the board, no matter what store you go to. The last week of the month is always the worst week for any deals. So if you're sitting there and you're looking at your extra care bucks and they all expire at the end of March and you're thinking, great, I'm not going to go to CVS until the last week in March. Really bad idea. Because the last week of the month, they know that anyone who gets paid monthly has no money left. And they do not run the deals that we see at the beginning of the month. The first week of the month, usually you just got a Procter & Gamble insert and potentially a couple of other good inserts in Sunday's paper. That P&G insert is going to be the big one because P&G is going to put out a lot of sales that go with it. The first week of the month, drugstore-wise, tends to be the best week of the month for deals. So just so you kind of have an idea of what week to take off, definitely the last week. Here we go. I don't even know if I can hold it the way that he's holding it as he walks in the room. Oh, goodness. This is our toothpaste drawer, guys. This is actually a really big drawer. It's completely full. So while in a way it's kind of I'm not showing you this so that you'll be like, oh, we need to aspire to this. This is more of you're going to reach a point where you don't need to go to CVS anymore. You just tell me what kind you want because I can probably pull it out of this drawer. There's that much toothpaste in here. Oh, so yeah, it's heavy. But just to give you that one. So I love the question, and I do think that we should all take some breaks. We don't need to be there every week. There's only so much toothpaste. I got 7 people in my house. That's probably still enough toothpaste for a few years for us. So what do we do in this situation? Because I don't need anyone calling me names or telling me that I'm a horrible person, we donate it. So I actually just cleaned out almost all of our other cabinets in the bathroom, and we took huge bins to the homeless shelter and battered women's safe house. So my husband actually, I just put them all in a big bin. He was the one that thought through this a little further, and he went through my big bin and then sorted them into men's and women's products, and he delivered them to where they go. But that is what I would highly recommend that you do. So personal care especially. You can't use food stamps, WIC, nothing pays for personal care. So if you can walk in with a bunch of free toothpaste and body wash and whatever else, they're going to be so glad to see you. And you didn't pay a dime for it. That's what we do. So this will all get cleaned out as well. We have our favorites, not to name names. We'll hold on to our favorites, and we will donate all the others that aren't our favorites. Hold on to the kids' toothpastes and whatever. Toothbrushes, I don't tend to donate. Maybe that sounds bad, but toothbrushes around here, we go through quickly. Some of the packages are half done, and we don't see super cheap free toothbrushes all the time. So while I have about 10 in here, there are 7 of us in this house, so that's actually not going to last a really long time. You should change your toothbrush every 3 months. I'm not a dental hygienist, but there's your personal service advisory for the day on that one. Okay. Let's see, Charlotte from the YouTube side, and sorry, YouTubers, I definitely failed at keeping up with your comments until my husband got home. Charlotte says, do I save all of my CRTs to my card or do I print them? So meaning my CVS store coupons. I do not print any of them, Charlotte. So being paperless, and just to pop back over and show you, if I go to the CVS Coupon Center, which, guys, if you're brand new, it's the big red machine right inside the store. If I go there, 9 times out of 10, nothing will print. Instead, what does print is a really long list of what is saved to my card, and it'll say at the top, you've gone paperless. So I will stop there if the weekly ad mentioned an in-ad coupon for everybody, like last week. Everybody got a $2.50 coupon off of Colgate Total. It did print for me. Sometimes for paperless people, it doesn't, but it did. That's the only time that I'll go and print coupons. Everything else, I keep them loaded to my card if I will use them. But even this, and just to kind of say as an advanced tip, I will go to CVS tomorrow, and when I do, I will still only load what I know that I'm going to use for tomorrow, because I don't want all of my expiration dates to be pushed until next Monday night or Tuesday. I really want them pushed all the way through next week. So that's why I was saying set an alarm on Friday or on Saturday to come in and load the rest of your coupons. I don't want to load them in the beginning of the week. I want their expiration dates as far as I can get them, because who knows when I'm going to get to CVS next week. You know, you can always have grand plans of making it there on Monday, but if your life's like mine, sometimes it ends up being Thursday night at 9:45, because that was last week. So you just make it happen whenever you can, but I definitely don't get any printed. To move on to a couple other questions, and then I'm going to jump back into some other tips with CVS. So my CVS won't give extra care bucks on a rain check. Can I do anything? So what they're missing, if your CVS is not giving you extra care bucks on a rain check, they are not entering the event code. So the event code, as I was showing earlier, it's part of the weekly ad, and it's a line on that extra care, on that rain check. If the event code isn't there, and I will pop it back in for anyone that's just joining us, that event code is always the last little line. I know you probably can't see that on your phone, but it's the last little line underneath a deal. As you're looking in the deals, always in parentheses, there's a line on the rain check for the event code. That is what they must key in to trigger an extra care buck. And if they don't key it in, it doesn't bring up that weekly ad. So if they're not doing that, I would actually complain to the store manager or call CVS corporate and say, hey, I have a rain check for this deal and my store is not honoring the rain check, and see what CVS corporate would say. But I mean, they're supposed to honor it. It's CVS's rain check policy. So I would be surprised if CVS corporate did nothing there. If anything, I would think that they're going to call your store and make them take them. Would I recommend having different CVS cards and seeing which deals you get with different accounts? So Mike, no. Oh, that sounds so crazy. The reason is because I can't use extra care bucks from one card to another. And so having to keep all of that separate would be way too hard. We actually tried years ago, like upwards of 10 years ago. My husband got his own card because he wanted to do soda deals when he was at work. And I wasn't grabbing the soda deals because they're not free. And he did that for probably a couple months. And then he one day just brought me the card and brought me the extra care bucks and was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. Well, I tried to keep both cards going with extra care bucks, and it never failed that when I went to check out, I handed the lady the wrong extra care bucks for the wrong card. And I'm done with this. I can't keep them straight anymore. So I would not recommend that. I think it's way too much for the average person to handle. But really, the deals that you're going to get are solely based on what you've been purchasing. You also want to make sure that you're part of the CVS Beauty Club. So the Beauty Club with CVS is really simple. If you go to CVS and you just search their site for Beauty Club, it will pull up. But if you are not part of the Beauty Club gives you an extra $3 extra care buck for every $30 that you spend in the store, and you can just activate it basically. So here's our list. I was just talking about this when I did a video earlier late last week of what's included, but you buy $30 worth, you're going to earn a reward on that, guys, and that's before. This is based on what you bought, not what you paid, but just the amount that you bought. So this past week I paid, I think 70 cents or 80 cents. I've gotten my weeks mixed up, but it was less than $1. And I bought $40 worth of items that were just in the hair care and skin care categories. I already had $10 in Beauty Club rewards. And then I also had, I guess it was cosmetics or something, but it pushed me over to 2 Beauty Club rewards. So when you look at my CVS account, I've got a $6 Beauty Club reward right here. Because of that, it's focused on what you bought, not what you spent. You should be part of the Beauty Club. So all I did was go and search at the top of the site for the words Beauty Club. And then activate it in your account and you're good to go. This will also trigger a number of coupons that other folks don't get. So if you are not part of the Beauty Club, you do want to make sure that you are. It will trigger more coupons to either print or to load straight to your card. And then the rest of the coupons are supposed to be based on what you're purchasing. So for me, I get a lot of heartburn coupons. I get a lot of body wash coupons just from the deals. I grab the free deals and then I see more coupons to go with those deals again, which is pretty sweet. At CVS, can you stack a CVS coupon that says manufacturer coupon with a manufacturer's coupon? Good question. So let's go through what the different kinds of coupons are here. So these guys that have no picture, they are not manufacturer's coupons. These are store coupons. No picture whatsoever. And yes, I could come down here and use them with coupons that have a picture and are actually manufacturer's coupons. Now, up here, we are starting to get some that are specific off of products, like this $1.50 off Tums that says manufacturer's coupon. And if I do try to use it with a paper coupon, sometimes it will not work. And that is new within the last probably 2 months for me, that the ones that are specific off of one product, like this Tums over here, or I'll slide it over so you can see it all. I would imagine, and I didn't mention it, but I had this guy, a $3 off Aleve. You can get free Aleve this week at CVS with the $4 coupon that came in yesterday's paper. But I will load this and I will try it, but I would not be surprised if this $3 off does not come off. So in a way, it's kind of a yes-no answer right now. But in the past, these always would work with paper ones. You're good on any that is a large off of a purchase. So 5 off 20, even if it says Venus. So this 8 off 20 in Venus, even if it said manufacturer at the top, it would still always work with paper. It's the ones that are specific dollar amounts off of a specific product. So this guy, for example, thank you CVS for giving us an example, says manufacturer's coupon, sorry, getting cut off there, says manufacturer's coupon, but it's $6 off 20 in Revlon. you could totally pull in other Revlon coupons, and this is still going to work. So it's the ones, again, that are $1 off one product. So this guy, a $3 off Aveeno facial care, probably not going to let you use another coupon with that. And I hate to say probably and not give you an exact, but that's really what's been happening. So just so that you're ready for what's been happening at the register. Okay. Christine says, can you, oh, sorry, already got yours, Christine. When will we see coupons on Easter candy? So Karen, honestly, I can't tell you that because we didn't really see that much on Valentine's Day candy, I felt like. We saw some, probably going to get some in this coming week's paper, but Easter isn't until April 20th or 21st. It's really, really late this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't start to see candy coupons until the first week in April. The reason for that, we didn't really see any Hershey's this past time for Valentine's Day. We saw some Mars, which is going to get you M&Ms and Snickers. We'll probably see that one very soon. But Hershey's hasn't been putting out any. We didn't see any Nestle. We didn't see any Wonka. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to see for Easter. If they didn't give it to us for Valentine's Day, I almost feel like we're definitely not going to see it on the Easter side. But they may surprise us. We'll just have to wait and see. Deal-wise, I would still head to the drugstores for candy or to Target. Target will put out their Target candy coupon. They always do, just like they did at Valentine's Day. They'll put out another similar one, and they'll also have cartwheels to go along with it. So between Target and the drugstores, those are going to be your best places. Do you have to advise the CVS cashier that you want to use your loaded coupons? I forget to ask. So Wendy, if I have coupons that are loaded, and just to pop this back in, so any of these guys that are loaded, they will come off automatically, any that apply. What you need to advise the cashier on is any extra care box that you want to use. So that any just general store coupons that apply, boom, they're used. And then their screen will say, what extra care box do you want to use? And this is the hard moment because you're going to need to know what your total was in terms of knowing how much to use. So I have $38 in extra care box. If I'm trying to buy right at the amount that I have, I don't want to spend too many because if I say, oh, use them all, I'm not going to get that money back. I don't want to use ones that I don't need. I only want to use them if I need them to help pay. So what you want to do is have a running total in your mind of, I know that I bought this deal and this deal and this deal. The total amount before any coupons was $60, let's say. And then you've got to start adding in your coupons. Keep in mind that the total that it tells you is not your final total because it waits to apply any of these store coupons until you apply your extra care box. And so when you're looking at that total, it doesn't help you. Your total there that you're going to see is your total after manufacturer's coupons, but you need to know how many store coupons you planned on using. Was I using a 5 off 20 in Shave and an 8 off 25 in Venus? And I kind of need to be able to kind of whittle that down. So this is why CVS with a calculator is just a good place to be. It's also why if you're new, starting really small so that you're just not baffled. You're not stuck in that moment of, I don't know how much I wanted to use. You know, you're just buying one or two things and it's really easy to keep count on that when we just have one or two things in our cart before you try to go and keep tabs on all of it because you are going to have to tell them which extra care box to apply, not which store coupons, but you're still going to have some idea on that one. Okay, last question, kind of off topic. Erin says, what would I suggest keeping on hand in an adult sick kit that you can get at the drugstore? I think that's a great question. As we see so many freebies come along, there's a lot that we can stock a medicine cabinet with at CVS. So free Aleve this week. I highly would say go for any Tums, any sorts of deals in that category. We see Band-Aids on sale a lot. You'll see a lot of first aid deals that encompass a lot of things, but Band-Aids is always part of it. So it'll be a Band-Aids, Neosporin, Aveeno. Ignore all the other brands that are part of it. Just go Band-Aid. Grab the 75-cent Band-Aid coupons and head in. Also check your account because sometimes you'll have a CVS coupon for first aid. So those would be definites. I also think from a nursing perspective, you should definitely have like Visine eye drops in your kit. Visine's super, super cheap this coming week at Publix, by the way. It's not a drugstore deal, but it's going to be BOGO at Publix. Let's see. So pain relief, Neosporin cream doesn't hurt either. Band-Aids, eye drops. Saline, we'll see that free from time to time in the baby section, but it's like sterile spray saline, perfect for cleaning out wounds, scrapes and cuts. Those are probably the big ones. Everybody needs Benadryl in their life, and we do see deals on that as well. So go that route, but that's probably going to keep you. And then any other medicine cabinet deals that you stumble upon, if you were to look at our medicine cabinet, it's kind of packed. But it's mostly freebies that we've grabbed in CVS, and I just tuck them away in case we ever need them. We've even got random allergy medicines in there, and nobody in our house has allergies, but we'll hold on to them. Okay, jumping out of that, we're almost out of time, but I do want to hit a few other things. So we hit CVS Beauty Club, we hit deals, we hit store coupons. In terms of kind of working the deals a little bit more, one thing that is going to help a lot is finding a CVS store that is great to work with. So if you have multiple CVSs in your area, you're going to quickly learn which one is a nicer store and which one is just kind of difficult. So if you've got that option, kind of play around and figure that out. And then once you find your store, just love them. Be sweet to them. They will be sweet back to you. There are good CVS stores in the world, I promise, but finding one that is really good with couponers is going to make you a lot happier. The same for Walgreens on that. I mean, that's just really an all-around kind of tip, but it's going to make life a lot more simple. One other big tip is CVS deals technically start on Sunday, but if you have a store that closes at night, you will actually find that most of the deals have started early on Saturday evening. So if you're getting to the store and the deals are completely gone, that could be a solution for you, is that you actually start to shop on Saturday and grab the deals for next week. Shopping Saturday night means I'm going to get rain checks for this week's deals. They're going to be long gone, but I'm going to get next week's deals. And then I don't really need to come back for 2 weeks. I just shopped 2 weeks of CVS on the same evening, and then I can come back in 2 weeks and grab rain checks for the current week deals and get the deals for the upcoming week. So that's just one idea to throw out there. There is also a similar overlap in Walgreens, but just so you know that one to kind of tuck away for future moments in CVS. Now, to pull back the CVS ad one last time and just to look at it, I just kind of want to go through an ad and help you figure out, when I'm looking, where do I start? What am I looking for to decide what to grab? So the first things to look at are what is printing at the coupon center for everyone. Usually the deals that are mentioned, they're always on the front page more often than not, but they are also on items that are going to have coupons coming in Sunday's paper. So this one, the Tresemme, is not printing a reward, but we are getting a 2 off 2 store coupon. We've got a 4 off 2 manufacturers. That's $6 off, and they're on sale for 2 for $10. So it makes them $2 a piece. I don't know that it's a deal you want to grab, but if you had a coupon for shampoo, it might be something that you want to throw in. So I always start there and at least look at what that deal was. Then for me, before I go any further in the ad, so I've got it up or I'm looking at the CVS list, I'm always looking at what my store coupons were. So like I mentioned, I have the Irish Spring coupon from last week. I do have 2 shave coupons. So for me, I plan on double dipping on that tomorrow. And you'll find out how it worked, but we've got a Venus deal here, and there's actually another deal further in the ad on Chic, and let's see if I can find it quickly. It's one of those, like, everybody's watching, how fast can you scroll? So with Chic, let's see, it's on Chic women's razors, should be around here somewhere. Here we go, 8 extra care bucks on 2 Chic. So I have 5 off 20 any razors and 8 off 25 in Venus. So I can either play this 2 ways. I could go for a ton of Venus, but the limit is 1 on the Venus deal. Or I could go 2 Chics, ignore the Venus coupon. You kind of have to play around with it and decide. So my plan probably is going to be to ignore the Venus, go Chic, grab 2 Chics. We've got printable coupons here. We have insert coupons here. They start at about 10 bucks or 11 depending on your store. So I'm going to go 11 for you guys for math and for, not making it super, super cheap, I guess. So buy 2 at 11 bucks a piece. That's $22. I have a 5 off 20 store coupon. So use that. Use 2 $4 off printables. So that alone is $13 worth of coupons off of 22 bucks. You see where this is going? I owe $9 now on those 2 Schick razors, and I'm going to get back an $8 extra care buck. So I always start with what store coupons I have because it's going to change the deal. You would look at that and be like, I don't know if I want this Schick. I don't know if it's a deal. But the minute that you see that you've got razor coupons, that should be what you're looking at. So always start there and then start to analyze the deals that are around it. And whether you do that here or whether you are going to go with the CVS list on Southern Savers, however you want to handle it, but always start with your store coupons first. Then for me, make the list, gather all the coupons and head to the store, but I am going to try to aim for what I have in extra care bucks. So I want you to have that goal as you get better of kind of pretending that CVS, and the best way to put this is that it's its own country and it only takes extra care bucks. So I'm not going to put $60 on the counter if I don't have $60 to pay for it. I'm going to put on the counter what I have in extra care bucks so that my total due is hopefully less than $1. And we've done well with that these past 2 weeks. Sometimes I do end up paying $5 or $6. It depends on what we grab that week. But really the goal is less than $1. Get back more extra care bucks and then use those to either buy more if you didn't have a ton or to use next week when you come in the door. Now, how is CVS going to help big long term? Because the number one complaint that I hear from folks is, I don't want to buy things that I don't need. Yes, there are moments that you're going to buy things that you didn't plan on buying. A leave is free this week. And maybe you're thinking, I don't want to leave. I use Advil. A leave is free. They are giving you free Aleve. Take it. Don't complain. But really the big one here is that if I can get it for free or I can make money to buy it, like toothpaste, as I just showed you my massive, more often than not, toothpaste is a money maker. So if I can go in and I can buy tons and tons of toothpaste and you're going to pay me to leave with it, then that is money towards something that I need that isn't free. So last week, for example, I spent 80 cents or 70 cents, I don't even remember, but one of the things we grabbed was a thing of vitamins that really cost $7. I used $7 in extra care bucks that weren't returned, were basically burned to buy it, but I didn't use real money. That's the goal. So budget-wise, I didn't have to budget that. It didn't come out of cash. It came out of play Monopoly CVS money. So that's how I want you to have a concept here. Yes, we're going to grab some things we don't need, but we're going to use that overage or the extra care bucks we're getting back to buy the things that we do need. So whether that's Prilosec or allergy medicine or whatever it might be, it's going to end up kind of building like a little tiny investment account. And then you can grab the things that you do need on other items and hopefully not pay any real money for them. So again, to get started, if you're brand new, we start really small. One deal, get a reward, use that reward to buy another one deal, go home, don't buy anything else. Now, for those of you who want to get really good, here's a fun game. I want you to go in and get a CVS $5 gift card. Buy it. You have to buy it with your own money. You can't use extra care bucks. Get a $5 gift card. And then I want you to play a game with yourself and see how long can I get this $5 CVS gift card to last if I play my transactions right. If I'm paying 70 cents one week and 80 cents the next week for $150 worth of stuff, how much can $5 buy in CVS? It's kind of a fun game. If you've got someone that is couponing alongside you, a good friend, then you should totally make it a game and see who can win on that one. Because what it's going to do, and I don't mean this in just the entire kind of game side of it, but it's going to teach you to get really good at your transactions to where you're getting your math down and you know that you're not going to end up paying a lot. And it also makes it slightly fun as you figure out that math and you get all your feet in a row and whatever else you need for CVS. But the gift card way to go is going to teach you a lot and make you a pro at those transactions. So $5, that's all you need to do. And then just see how long you can stretch it. So for me, if I haven't played the game in a while, but I'm kind of tempted now that I tell you guys. My guess would be, just based on the last 2 weeks, that we could easily stretch $5 to be $400 worth of stuff in CVS. I might be pushing it, but I think we could do it. And that's kind of fun to just see how far you can stretch it. So that's my challenge to you. Maybe we should all play it together and just see how far we can get on our $5 way to go. And yes, other ways, Deborah and other folks are commenting on all this. Other ideas for donations. There's a ton out there. I love that you guys are sharing them all. So OCC boxes are a huge one, which is Operation Christmas Child. Donating them to the homeless shelter, battered women's shelter. Any of those are great as well. Crisis pregnancy centers. We also have someone in our church that recently deployed to a base in the Middle East. So, I am thinking that he's going to get a care package. I don't know that we're going to send him all toothpaste, but he may actually end up with some free gum from this week at CVS and a few other fun things that we can grab that are like that too. So you can always find things and places that can use your freebies and you're not paying a dime for them. So yes, I love your ideas, guys, as y'all throw them out there. And Lynn says, my CVS will only do 2 transactions and then you have to go to the back of the line. Is this a new rule for locations? So Lynn, it's not a set rule, but I think it's a wonderful one. I've always recommended and tried to follow myself finish the transaction you're on, and if anyone's behind you, then jump to the back of the line and let them go in front of you. Most other people in CVS think you have lost your mind. They have no clue why this woman is buying toilet paper and shampoo and everything else in CVS, and odds are they're sick. So just let them go in front of you and jump back in the line behind them. I will say for me, probably for the last almost year, I tend to buy everything in one transaction now and I just have a number of extra care bucks. But if you are doing multiple transactions, yeah, I would stick with 2 and then jumping to the back of the line just to be kind to the other folks that are there. And the reason for that is that there are some folks that would try to do 5, 8 plus and never care a lick about the people who are behind them. And that's a hard one for CVS on a customer service standpoint, because the people behind you would like to leave at some point too. So, I can get where they're going from. I know you're probably not that person and you probably just want to do 3 and they're cutting you off, but that's probably their logic. Okay. I think I've caught up on everyone's questions. And yes, so Laura, thank you. So don't forget about Ibotta's and Saving Stars as well. Yes, your mobile apps are totally going to pair in with your deals. And these are also going to be in your lists. There aren't a ton that pair in this week in terms of various deals that are out there. I'm kind of looking just at the $1 or less list right now. Well, we do have 99-cent cereal, so they all pair in. You can head in, and General Mills cereal is on sale for $1.99, and then we've got $1 coupons. We've got Post coupons as well, because Post is part of it, so you could go with a printable. You always can pair in your mobile apps on top of everything else that you're grabbing. Dove Men Care is not a bad deal. It's free in Publix and in Target, though, so I'd probably head to either of those stores. But Dove, we got new coupons on Sunday, and we have a Dove mobile app offer in Ibotta. So I hope that you take advantage of that one. I don't know how long that Ibotta offer is going to hold out for, because it has this $2 off coupon from yesterday's paper to pair in. Target's running a gift card deal on all personal care, and Publix has a store coupon and the manufacturer's coupon and the Ibotta. So whichever way you want to go, those are the 2 stores I would go to. But yes, we didn't hit mobile apps tonight, but do not forget that they pair in as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop off for the night. I actually don't remember what we're going to talk about next week, but we will still be here, same time, same place. If you've got ideas or things that you ever want me to talk about on our Q&A, please feel free to share. Send a Facebook message or an email. I would love your ideas as I try to map them out, but after a while, you kind of feel like we've talked about everything. So I'm always cool with new things to chat about too if you've got them. So thanks for joining me. And if we didn't hit your question or you think of other things, feel free to send me messages on those too. I'll be glad to answer them. So hope you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you again soon.